Hi, my name is Mark from jazzguitarlessons.net. Today I'd like to talk about something a little different regarding scales. So there's something I've been doing for quite a long time that's very useful to internalize scales much more, and that is practicing intervals inside of scales. I won't have time to demonstrate the whole thing here on YouTube, but I want to give you the big picture. For instance, we'll start with the G major scale in here. So of course, if you browse through my website, you know that I like to play scales in positions. And there are 7 of them. And of course, I like to play in a diagonal manner like this. And I like to mix and match. Of course, you improvise, you don't really think about it, you go with the flow. But there's something else to do with scales than to just practice that. You can practice different patterns, of course, such as. But that's, to me, that's too much information. What I like to do is pick one interval, such as the third. Well, that's a simple thing. So in G, third, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. So you can practice third intervals throughout your scale. So in G would be. Right? And you could go all the way up using diagonal positions. Like. Sorry. And you come back down in the same pattern that you started the scale with. That's interesting to me. But where the fun comes is when you start inverting that intervals. If you do, why not do the opposite? You know, you can do it all. And after you've done that, you can mix both. And that's my favorite part of that little thing here. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Sorry again. And you can do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You can do that throughout your scale. So that's cool. You could use melodic minor, harmonic minor, you use different scales, and you practice that concept of not just practicing the scale up and down. That's boring. To me, that's boring. Because you'll seldom play that in a natural guitar solo. But thirds, you might play that during a solo. It might happen. Who knows? It's a good technical exercise, a good hearing exercise. And that's just for thirds. So imagine there's no limit to that. You could use fourths and say, I want to play all the fourths in the key of G. All the way up, whatever, then do the same concept, do one up. Well, you do up, you do down after. Then mix and match both. That's very modern. That's fairly that's very guitaristic. Like people do that. Kurt Rosenwinkel does that. Kenny Burrell does that kind of stuff. So that's just for third and fourth. So imagine you could work up to fifth and do the same kind of deal. And whatever, and then you do sixth. Then you do seventh. Sorry. So that's really yours to discover. You could even mix and match two types of intervals. You could say, I'm going to do a sixth here, then a third. sixth. You could do whatever you feel like, and you could mix them in different patterns. And that way, you get scales internalized much better than just actually running the scales, running the arpeggios, which is a classic thing. And it makes you think. You know, oh, there's that diminished fourth in that part of the scale, and then there's this interval. So you come to understand chord structures more deeply by doing this. And thank you for watching this lesson. I hope it was helpful to you, and I'll see you soon on jazzguitarlessons.net. Take care.